Booze Ballin.
Welcome to Booze Ballin. Fantasy football shaking.
Not stirred.
I'm Horse's Ass Todd.
And I'm DK.
And
I've been
tonight
drinking.
we are doing way too early rankings.
Way too early. I don't even know why people do these, because they're not even going to be close to right by the time we're ready to actually make rankings.
I got to take my head off.
Oh my God, you just got loud.
That was a little much.
A little much?
A little much. We're going to build you some rankings tonight. Am I better?
Yes, much.
I'm a horse's ass.
Yeah, you're a little hoarse. I'm not going to.
We're going to go through. We're going to go through.
Let's get serious.
We're going to build you our top 10 at each position way too early because the NFL regular season ain't even over yet. Are you still drinking the Peerless from last week?
I am. Yeah, it's so good that I am just keeping it moving.
At 110ish proof, it's a great bottle.
It's fantastic, I think. I like the spicy.
I'll tell you what, that fucking horse mask just threw me completely off with everything. I'm gonna change it up because I've already gotten through that. I'm gonna try something a little bit different.
Stirrups?
That bitch.
All right, let's get into some quarterbacks. You want to start with quarterbacks?
Yeah, you start it. I'm gonna put this back on my shelf.
All right, well then I'll just make it. I'm gonna take the easy one. I'm gonna go with Josh Allen for my number one overall quarterback. The dude just does it every fucking year. I mean, he's going to be minimum top 5 outside of injury. So he's the safest pick on the board. When I do my rankings, I go with, here's my safety net. And if I'm going to go early on a quarterback, I'm going early on Josh Allen because he's going to give you the points year in and year out.
Yeah, he's one of those, even in a bad year, if he falls, he's not going to fall out of your top 5.
Yeah, like if you look at the other top 5 quarterbacks that were here on the rest of the list, you got Josh Allen at number 1, and then the rest of them, I don't think were drafted as a starting quarterback. You're looking at Matt Stafford, nuts. Drake May, Dak Prescott, and Trevor Lawrence. I don't think any of those guys, outside of maybe Dak, were drafted to be a starting QB1 for 10-man fantasy leagues.
No, you're right.
Because you're thinking Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. I'm missing guys because I'm a little bit on the tipsy side now, but like all of these guys are nowhere to fucking be found.
So you got to go consensus. Number one's got to be on. So let's move to number 2.
Now we already get into the murky waters, but I am going to go ahead.
Rough right after that.
My vote for number 2 is Joe Burrow. I think he's the safest pick outside of injury, but we're out with turf toe at the quarterback position. So it's like, can you trust him? I don't know, but I still want to put him at number 2.
I'm going to put him at number 2 because I do think that there is a chance he moves.
You think so?
There's some shit going on there. He's not happy. He's consistently hurt. They never put any offensive line around him. Something's got to change, and I agree.
I would not put him at 2 if he moves offense. I'm only putting him at 2 because he's still got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and a Chase Brown that likes to catch the ball.
Depending where he goes, I guess I would say depending where he goes, I would put him there. But I was between him and Drake May at number 2, to be honest with you.
Yeah, agreed. That's why I'm okay with you putting Drake May at 3 if we want to do that.
Yeah, and it's weird to put.
I think they're only going to get better on offense next year.
Yeah, even if Diggs moves, I love Kyle Williams.
Kyle Williams should step up, and they can always add to the position, too, through the draft.
I thought he was going to have a better first year. Remember, was it last year they picked up Jalen Polk, Javon Baker? Like, they've got some young talent still on payroll. Yep. So I'm fine with it. It's weird to put a rookie number 3 like that because, we'll actually look at Stroud, look at Jaden Daniels, look what happens on the fall off. But I think that May is a different type of player than them, so I'm okay putting him there.
I'm a little nervous about Drake May and putting him this high simply because their schedule this year ended up being insanely easy. I'm a vote for them to get knocked out in their first playoff game just because they didn't really play a whole lot of fucking tough defenses this season. But
Yeah, I
they
can't
play in
argue
that
you.
they play in that AFC East, and they're not going to play that many tough defenses next year. So it's going to be the same. I think the same thing for him next year. I think,
All right.
if not, maybe even a little better.
So we got Allen, we got Burrow, we got May. We're going to do top 10, rattle off real quick of all of them. Who goes at 4? And I know this is where we're going to start to get spicy and start to like.
This is where we're going to start to disagree a little bit.
Differ.
I'm going to let you go. I want to hear what I want to hear what you have to say.
I'm between two people, but I'm going to give it to Trevor Lawrence.
No.
Because I like what he's done down the stretch. I like where he looks this year. I like that they signed Jacoby Myers.
That's a huge signing for that team.
Huge signing. And
They'll
I think
Travis Hunter back next year.
I think that, like we had talked about in our last podcast, where the whole pro ready thing pisses me off. I think we might be seeing Trevor Lawrence come into what we expected him to be as a rookie.
Yeah, and he's finally getting there.
I have him in my top 5. I was between him and Dak because of Pickens' addition.
I'm willing to put Dak there over Trevor Lawrence, but I'm putting Lamar Jackson there. I'm sorry. I have to.
I know. How far can Lamar fall?
I don't think this is going to repeat itself. I think he's been banged up more than the Ravens have been leading on. I don't think he's been healthy. He hasn't been trying to run the football. He doesn't even look the same when he's running the football.
No, not at all.
I think a full offseason to get healthy and come back, I think Lamar is still going to be an absolute fantasy monster next year.
Are you saying you want to put Lamar at 4?
I want to put Lamar at 4, yes.
Above Dak, above Hurts, above T-Law, above Purdy. I love
Hurts is going to fall out of my top 5 this year because
I don't
they just
think he's
cannot.
A top 5 quarterback.
I think they just can't figure it out. I don't know if it's offensive coordinator situation.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's just not vibing well with.
It's a Kevin Patula situation.
It's
And it's Nick Sirianni. That pompous motherfucker. I'm sorry. Like, do you see the videos of him running back the tunnel after barely beating Buffalo, screaming? Like, AJ Brown's pissed off. Like, bitch, shut up.
Yes. Why do you act like a teenager all the time? Drives me crazy. Hurts is not making my top 5 for fantasy quarterbacks next year because he just can't be trusted.
Well, I'll give you Lamar at 4. I could do it because I was going to put him around 4, 5, 6 anyway. So I'll go.
I'm just not willing
at 4.
I think Lamar fell off just because of his injuries. I think he's back. I think they add to that. Their defense needs a little bit of help. They're not too far from being good, but I do think they add. I think they add some skill positions to that team.
Who goes at 5 then?
I think it's got to be Dak. Like you said, the George Pickens, Jake Ferguson. They're going to be the same team. They add a little bit of defensive help. I think it's Dak Prescott at 5.
Yeah, because they do. The fact that Pickens is a top wide receiver 11, CeeDee's still at 16. They got it there. Ferguson, they got the offense. Dak should have been at least in MVP conversations, I'm going to be honest, this year. And he wasn't even they didn't talk about it at all. Like, that is not fair for Dak.
He had a 99.9 QBR, threw for over 4,000 yards, a lot of touchdowns. Like, I think he caught a bad rep. But again, it's the Cowboys. If they make the playoffs, I think he would have been closer to that conversation.
True. I think what we do is after all these lists, we revisit this after the NFL draft, before preseason week 1. We revisit and we edit our list.
Agreed. Yeah, we're going to. This is way too early. There's no way we don't.
That's the fun of it. We've had some drinks. We're having a good time. We're going way too early because fuck you, we can do it.
That's what we do.
Who's going at 6 then?
Trevor Lawrence. I like your Trevor Lawrence.
Is he okay at 6? Because I can't take him down past that because I think that
we've been big on him for a long time, and he's just now finally showing us who he can be. I still like his rushing ability. He knows when to get out of the pocket and pick up yards with his legs.
He's number 2. Hold on. I got to pull this up because he's number 2.
That's because Lamar's hurt.
Well, you got Allen, Herbert. Hold on. Where's he at? Rushing yards, is it rushing touchdown? Yeah, he's number 2 in rushing touchdowns behind Allen.
Yeah, he's got 9 rushing touchdowns this season. That's
insane.
crazy.
We made a bet like a year ago that he wouldn't get 5 on the year, and he
Yeah.
just got it right at
Yep.
the last week.
He hit 5 right on the number, and like I'm telling you, man, he scores more with his legs than people give him credit for. Hell, he's got almost 400 rushing yards this season.
I think when Travis Hunter got hurt at the worst possible time for Travis Hunter and for Trevor Lawrence, because the game that he was then on IR, that connection looked really, really good.
Yeah, and then they went out and picked up Jacoby Myers, who oddly plays very similar to Travis Hunter far as the wide receiver position goes.
He's not quite as shifty, but very similar.
Yeah,
they're going to be.
That kind of worries me for their fantasy prospects next year. I think Travis and Jacoby are going to kind of cancel each other out a little bit.
Very well could.
Brian Thomas Jr. will continue to disappear, I think.
So you think he's a 1-year fluke, maybe?
It's looking that way.
Could be.
Because, I mean, Jacoby Myers came in and instantly produced. So why wasn't Brian Thomas Jr. able to produce?
Jacoby Myers was almost like a steal of the draft or a waiver wire hero. He was close to my rankings we did in our last episode.
Yeah, the last episode, we probably should have made him an honorable mention for sure.
He should have been in there. All right, so quarterback 7.
I got to give it to Patrick Mahomes. He looked awesome this year before the injury.
Fantasy-wise?
Before the injury, I mean, he's
probably going to lose Kelsey.
Sitting right now. I mean, does that hurt him that much? Kelsey's been old man River this year. He's looked slow and pathetic.
I don't know. I mean, I lost because Worthy. Fucking dick.
You'll get a full season of Raji Rice, who's a monster. Xavier Worthy's still there.
Unless they let him behind a wheel.
I think they're going to add to the running back position. We can talk about this in a little bit, but we were talking on the last episode, we said about K9 and possible Breece Hall ending up at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Either one of those two is great for that offense.
And I think it just immediately makes that offense good again.
I think I like Breece Hall better because I think we'll get the running backs.
The receiving ability. Yeah, agreed. We'll talk about this a little bit later.
Yeah, because I think then lets Brashard Smith be a ground and pound back like he's meant to be. So.
Agreed. Yeah. And Breece can do both. So, like, he's the perfect change of pace where you're running a draw or a play action with him. Like, it's going to keep defenses on their toes. And Andy Reid loves that style of guy. So,
I don't know. Yeah.
Again, we'll talk about this in a little bit. But I got to go Patrick Mahomes because before he got hurt, he was like QB6 or something like that.
See, I didn't have him in my top 10 because fantasy-wise, it's not like he's always been an amazing fantasy quarterback.
Before the last, I want to say 2 seasons. Because this year he was in the top 5 before he got hurt, I think. I don't remember. It's tough to look.
He was having one of his better fantasy years, but if you look like last year, he was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He was outside top 10 in 2024. 2023, he was 8. All right, I'll give him 7. I'll give him 7.
He was QB6, QB6, QB20, QB3, QB4, QB1, QB5, QB5, QB22, bye week.
He was
QB10, QB1.
So he was getting back to what he was his
he
first 3 years. He
was having a really good season, and then he got hurt, and it was all over but the crying.
All right, so number 8, after Mahomes. This is where I get a little bit curious. Do I want to go Purdy because he ended the season the way he did? Do I want to go Herbert? Do I want to say Bo Nix? Because I think when they move on from Sutton, and it's my take on Bo Nix is I love him. He's Josh Allen. Like, I have loved him since the go.
He's doing things that only Peyton Manning has done in his first couple seasons.
But I think what hurts him, and not in a dig to him, is Courtland Sutton. I think he needs a fast-moving, fast offense. I think when they let Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant, and Marvin Mims be their top 3,
and just run,
I think they are going to score at will. Yeah,
and I think I can't disagree with that. I think they're going to be even better next year than they are right now
because they got a gem in Pat Bryant. And Troy Franklin I think Troy Franklin's built to be a wide receiver 1.
Well, it doesn't help, it doesn't help. It helps that they went to college together. That's why Troy Franklin and him, they already have that chemistry.
Dude, they need to move on from Sutton. No offense to Sutton. Love Sutton.
I was going to say, he doesn't need to take any offense at all.
But I think Franklin needs to be number 1. Bryant needs to be number 2. And Marvin Mims needs to be that Khalil Shakir, just over the top, deep ball dude. And that offense is going to be fun to fucking watch.
Agreed.
So we putting Knicks at 8. You want to go Knicks at 8 above Herbert and Purdy, Dart, Williams,
Hurts. I will say this about Jalen Hurts.
I could put Hurts at 8.
I kind of want to put a Hurts there. And the only reason I'm going to say that is
he does have legs.
I don't see them getting worse. He's got the rushing capability. He's going to score rushing touchdowns. He's as safe as it gets as a QB1 for your fantasy team.
All right, let's put Hurts at 8.
Because he had a terrible season this year, and he's still like QB8.
So we got 2 to make it in our top 10.
Perfect to put him right in there.
So we got 2, 9 and 10. And we are between Caleb Williams, Jackson Dart, Brock Purdy, Bo Nix, Justin Herbert.
Dare I say you throw Daniel Jones in there? Sam Darnold.
No, I can't throw Daniel Jones in there. I can't throw Sam Darnold in there just because I can't. Maybe Stafford if he plays one more year.
If they win the Super Bowl, does Stafford retire?
Does he go out on top?
I don't know if he can.
Yeah, that's not Stafford. Stafford ain't built like that. Stafford's going to die on that field.
Yeah, and it's tough to not put Stafford in the top 10 because he's not going to lose anybody.
But I can't take after what Purdy's doing, and I think Pearsall, Jennings are going to get better. Kittle is the only one who's aging there. They don't even need fucking Ayuk.
Right, you got Brock Purdy.
Here's the thing: if CMC dips, I worry about Purdy. So I'm going to have to move. I'm going to go Bo Nix at 9. I want to go Bo Nix at 9 and probably Herbert at 10 if I'm being honest.
And leave Purdy on the outside looking in.
Leave Purdy, Dart, and Caleb Williams on the outside.
Yeah, and then Purdy's I'm going to wait on quarterback and take Brock Purdy in like the 10th round, 11th round.
Purdy, Jackson Dart, and Caleb Williams are right there. Fringe wide receiver 1s, top end wide receiver 2s.
QB 1s.
QB 1s.
You're talking, you have been drinking.
Are you okay?
We're going to leave Stafford out there too, man. Fuck, he's QB3 right now. Did we even
you had to throw fucking Mahomes in there. All right, we got to move. We got to get to the next tier. All right,
Mahomes is still QB10.
Who's not? Hurt. Who's going at 9? Do we throw Bo Nix at 9? Do you throw Herbert at 9? Herbert might be 9 too. Actually, I like Herbert. I do love Justin Herbert.
We put Hurts at 8. I love Bo Nix at 9.
I'm good. Bo Nix at 9.
And Ben Johnson wants me to say Caleb Williams at 10, but I know you hate him, so that'll probably never fly.
I hate Bo Nix. I mean, I hate Caleb Williams.
But Ben Johnson is a goddamn guru.
But can I put Caleb Williams above Justin Herbert?
Yes, because they like to run the football there. And if Omarion Hampton wasn't fucking hurt all year, they would have ran the football more.
And I'm still telling you, he has a better career than Genty.
It's possible.
Fine. I'll go Caleb Williams at 10. He's on my list as right there. There's just so many weapons. Luther Burton.
Yeah.
Honestly, what I want to see is DJ Moore gone.
Yes.
And I want to see Romo Dunze and Luther Burton run that offense because they are fun to fucking watch.
I think Luther Burton is going to be your second-year breakout candidate above all else. I think that man was he showed what he was all about in a couple games, and it was like, that man's got skills.
And also, can we talk about Romo Dunze's hair? When that dude's not fucking braided tight, geez, does that dude, how does that get into a fucking helmet? That man, I love Romo Dunze. Dude,
he went from wide receiver 49 this year to wide receiver 40 or something like that.
I love Romo Dunze too. I have loved him since watching him at the combine. All right, let's go to running back.
He was awesome
in Washington. 10 at quarterback. Allen, Burrow, May, Lamar, Dak, Law, Mahomes, Hurts, Nix, Williams.
I actually love that list.
I do too now that we've done it. All right.
Now that I look
Running back.
hear you read that off, that's probably exactly how it's going to finish next year.
Running back. Who's number one? Is it Bijan?
It's got to be Bijan or Gibbs. No, it's got to be Bijan. Bijan is just too good. He's like one of the best players in the NFL right now.
Yeah, Gibbs
watching him play is just insane. Where it's like, oh, he's going to lose yards, and then he picks up 40, and you're like, wait, how did he do that?
Gibbs has those vibes. What hurts Gibbs is Montgomery, but what hurts Bijan is Tyler Algier.
Dude, Algier's not going to be there next year.
No, I think Algier just earned himself.
This is the position where I was talking about, where we're going to do this way too early, and like Breece Hall won't even probably be there, but then he's going to end up on the Kansas City Chiefs, and he's going to be like running back 4 on my list.
No, we're doing this based on what we think is going to happen. So where does Algier? You know where Algier would be dope? I'm going to say it. Get rid of fucking Tony Pollard. Let Tajay Spears and Tyler Algier in Tennessee would be kind of sexy.
That'd be really, yeah.
Because Algier gives that ground and pound that they don't have.
Yep.
That could be sexy.
That would be a great 1-2 punch.
I don't know why that just popped into my head right now, but I want that for Tennessee.
Yeah, and let Pollard go to somebody that he thinks he can win a ring with.
Let him go die somewhere. That's fine.
I'd take him in Denver, but I don't know what Dobbins is going to plan on doing.
But I would love to see that. All right, so we're going Bijan number 1. Do you want to go Gibbs number 2?
Yeah, Gibbs has to be in the top.
You can't not.
Yeah.
Now we get spicy.
And now I got to go Jonathan Taylor at 3. I can't.
I was between Taylor and Cook.
He has to be there. I'm going to give it to see, the thing about James Cook is you still have Josh Allen take rushing for 12 to 14 touchdowns every freaking year.
And so let me say this about Cook. So like I benched Derrick Henry in my fantasy championship.
Ouch.
For James Cook, who's been the rushing leader, like you would have done that.
Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Everyone's like, oh, you know that they're going to use him because Lamar's not there. Yeah, I get that, but also
Green
what are they
Bay's
going to be?
Good against the run too. It's not like he had a good matchup.
So you start James Cook, the literally league rushing yard leader.
I will say, when you get eliminated from the playoffs, and you see Derrick Henry running at you, and you're like, I'm supposed to go boating next week.
he did shove a dude like 7 yards that week too.
It's like, I'm not gonna try and hit him as hard as I normally would. Yeah,
like kickball tournament next week.
My softball league starts up soon. Like I need to not fucking tackle this guy.
So we go.
Now.
Do you think JT stays a Colt next year?
Is his contract up?
No,
yes, I do, because I think the Colts are still contenders. No, are they not? With Phillip Rivers?
Will be, but I had a weird feeling that this was a year where they're getting value and JT's moving.
I could see that. They finally give him his trade request after they become somewhat decent.
Yep. And then they run with DJ Giddens, who I think is just honestly DJ Giddens is a workhorse in the waiting.
Yeah, agreed.
To me, the only thing you lose tearing down from Jonathan Taylor to DJ Giddens is
the big play
experience. Because I think Giddens can give you those big plays. I do.
Jonathan
but
Taylor's a monster.
Giddens runs just like him.
It's true.
He's like Spears to Pollard. Like they're the same fucking dude.
All right, but way too early. I can't predict that trade. How do you trade Jonathan Taylor after the season he just had?
I don't know. Because you get a lot of fucking value.
The dude's got 1,600 yards rushing.
I'll give you JT at 3. Do we go Cook at 4? Or who would you put above? Chase Brown is fighting for that argument for me.
No, I can't go Chase Brown just because he had the opportunity this year and just fell on his ass, and their offensive line is still just not that great.
Well, I think that's the thing with Burrow is with quarterback. Like I said, he's basically put his foot down. He's like, I can't play a full season because this offensive line is ass. You either draft offensive line or fucking move me.
Yeah, and man, Christian McCaffrey is going to be fucking 30 next year.
Dude, I can't put him in my top 5. I can't because of that.
Right? Like,
Also,
It's one of those ones where it's like he's fucked so many times, and it's like now he's going to be 30 years old, coming off a season where he touched the ball. What? How many freaking touches did he have? Hold on, let me look.
303 attempts.
Yeah,
122 targets. So he
I'm-
he caught it 96. So 400 fucking times touching the ball.
Yeah, and I think I saw a stat one time. If you have over 400 touches the year before, you're like no better than RB22 the year next.
You might as well put him on Madden cover then.
The same thing happened to Saquon last year, and he's what, RB14 this year, and stayed healthy the whole year. So,
all right. So who goes for it? Is it Cook? Is it A-Chain? Is it Kyron? Is it Crin?
No.
Henry? I gotta go Cook because they might bring in a receiver, but James Cook is still going to get work.
I might give it to A-Chain.
A-Chain at 4? I'll give you A-Chain at 4.
I like A-Chain at 4. The dude's big playability is still there. He proves that he can be a workhorse. I think the only reason he's not playing, he's doubtful this week, but that's just because their season's over. What's the point in playing him?
Timeout.
What?
Win yours looks a lot better than a gym teacher.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Dude,
did Tua lose his job?
I watched. Yeah, yes, and not only because Quinn Ewers looked really good, because Quinn Ewers did look really good, and I watched our episode back. I'm like, we are assholes.
Yeah, oh, dude, we sounded really.
But for Tua's safety and his life and his family, it's Quinn Ewers' job. He looked good. He looked fucking good.
He didn't look bad, that's for sure.
Now is the end of the season, so I think they've got themselves a training camp battle. All right, so A-Chain at 4. Can we go Cook at 5?
Cook has to go at 5. He's been awesome this year. Again, he's got 1,600 yards. He's leading the league in rushing. Like, you can't not put him at 4.
All right, 5. Who goes 6? Then
6.
We get into CMC at 6 because of him, or Henry at 6. Kyron Williams at 6. The most overrated running back in the league with. Okay, here's what I think. I think Mendoza ends up in Vegas, but I still don't think it does much for their offensive line. So, like, where does Genty go?
I was gonna say, is Mendoza gonna come in and be that much better than Geno Smith?
Yeah, different.
He's got a similar play style. I don't know if he is, especially with a shitty offensive line. If I'm the Raiders, I'm trading that pick so I'm moving back like maybe 2 or 3 spots and pick up hopefully the top type offensive lineman in the draft.
I mean, they need offensive line more than they need anything.
And
they didn't need
a lot more value out of it because they need so much more than
Can I give you a sneaky pick at
Mendoza.
6?
Yeah.
Omarion Hampton. They love the run, and when he's in there, motherfucker looks good.
I don't hate it.
It's a sneaky pick. It's a sneaky pick, but that offense, I want it because Kamani Vidal is a fluke. He might be a change of pace, but like Omarion Hampton looks really good when that ball is in his hands. And the Chargers have the offense, and he's powerful.
Yeah, he's big, and I didn't realize how fast he was. When you watch him when he's got the ball in his hands, it's like, damn, I didn't realize.
I told you from the get-go he is better than Genty.
I wouldn't do better than Genty. But he's
slightly different, but I think he has.
I
think he was so slept on. I want to put Omarion at 6. Can we put him at 6?
I'll live with it. I'll let you put your boy at 6.
Yeah, boy.
But then you got to put Saquon at 7.
Because I think it's a down year. I think he's got a victory lap in him.
I think he's got one more in him. One or 2 more in him that I think I did too. I was very close putting Saquon there. I can't let him drop anymore.
No.
Because the whole Eagles offense has had a down year, and they're still all like top 10-ish players in their position.
Chase Brown, Henry, McCaffrey, Crin, who goes in here.
Now I'm going to put CMC there at what are we at? 8?
8.
I want to put CMC at 8. And God, that fucking feels low. But again, he's going to be 30 years old. But again, he just got to.
If he overperforms, he overperforms. But like, there is that factor that the fucker
You
gets
could
hurt.
you could lose your league by picking him up. So I can't put him any higher than
It's a
8, but I
just
feel like
like
it's a sin to not put him any lower than that. You know what I mean?
agreed. Let's be honest. Where he was drafted fantasy wise this year was fair.
It was
He
right around where he should have
overperformed.
been. Yeah.
He did great. He fell in the rankings. He was a second round pick, late second round pick.
Well, and we said early in the
Fair.
season where it was like, if he keeps getting this amount of touches, you might as well just write him up for a calf injury now. And it just never came.
No.
Somehow.
I thought
We were
for a
shocked.
second there. There was a little
Yeah.
bit where I'm like,
Where he sat out. Yeah.
and it's a Shanahan thing. It's a problem because like you watch him limp around. If you're Shanahan, like take him the fuck out.
Outside of
the
Brock Purdy,
game.
I hate owning fucking San Francisco players because you don't know because of Kyle Shanahan.
Because he does not care if you're hurt.
And it's like he's like his dad.
So we're at 8.
Remember what they
with
did to
CMC.
RG3?
They
in
did.
Washington?
Oh God, dude, I feel bad for RG3 because I think he had a career ahead of him. All right, so we have to figure out where Henry's going, where Chase Brown's going, where Crin is going, where Travis Etienne is going, Josh Jacobs, Genty, Swift,
Well,
Dowdle, Brees
here's-
Hall.
Here's my thing about Henry. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games where he had over 20 points.
Okay.
And one of those games, he had 45.6 points. So that's kind of inflating where he is in the rankings.
It's inflating his value. Fair.
He also didn't have Lamar for a lot of those games. So like his rushing totals went down. I don't know if I'm putting Henry in my top 10.
Do you put Chase Brown in your top 10?
Yes, I'm going to put Chase Brown. I think Kieran Williams deserves to be there as well. However, I am super worried about Blake Corum continuing to demand touches. However, Sean McVay is very, very, very known to trade his backup running backs for value.
Do you think Genty deserves to move to 10?
Not until the Raiders do anything with their offensive line.
So he still
get back
stays
to me.
outside of it.
Yeah, give me Hampton over him. Hell, I might even take RJ Harvey over him next year because if Dobbins doesn't come back and RJ gets
RJ Harvey is a top 15 running back next year.
Absolutely, especially if Dobbins isn't there, he is borderline top 10.
So who do we go at 9-10? I knew these first two categories were going to like stump us, take us for a minute. I gotta put Chase Brown because the talent's there.
Yes, and the offense is there. The offense likes to put up points.
So do we go Chase Brown at 9? Should we go Chase Brown at 9?
I'm going Chase Brown at 9, and I'm putting Brees Hall at 10. And he's probably going to move up this ranking because he's not going to be a Jet next year. There's no chance he's a Jet next year. And
so Brees Hall over Crin at 9, at 10.
Yeah. Yep.
I would argue that, or you want me truthfully, I would almost want to put Javonte Williams at 10.
I don't hate that. I just think,
but I'll give you
hoping
Brees Hall
Jadon Blue
because
can turn the corner next year and become part of that offense.
Him and Caleb. Fuck that bitch. But I'll give you Brees Hall at 10. All right, so we're going Bijan, Gibbs, JT, A-Chain, Cook, Hampton, Barkley, CMC, Brown, Hall. Genty falls out of the top 10, but Hampton makes
because
it in the
the
middle
Vegas Raiders are a
offense.
dumpster fire. Like,
They
until that offense proves to me that he's not the only one that can move the football,
I am sorry.
I'm not putting him in my top 10.
Fair. I'm not mad at it. It's just funny how it works. All right.
Yeah. Well, everybody thought he was going to be the next best thing since Barry Sanders, and I mean, some games he was, and
He
some
looks.
games
He does. He has it. He has.
Oh, absolutely.
He has the Barry Sanders shiftiness with the stiff arm of Derrick Henry, and I get it.
But let's put it this way.
It.
Hold on a second. Let's look at it. He was RB13 so far on the season, right? He has 1, 2, 3 games of over 20 points. 2 of those are over 30 points, which have inflated his points even more. So if he doesn't have those
Fair.
2 crazy blow up games where he's outside the top 15. So, like, you can't really put him in your top 10 until that offensive line and that offense decides they're going to put up more points every week.
Fair.
Now, if he got
can't
more
argue
carries
it.
in the red zone, he'd easily be a top 10 guy. But he's just not going to be there until that team's better.
And that team's got some weapons. So I'm curious to see what they do in the offseason. Do they go quarterback, which is the easy play, or do they move back, like you said, get some offensive line, and then go from there?
I hope to God that's what they do.
I hope that's what they do too, because they're a quarterback. Do I think Mendoza is like the end all be all for that team? I don't know. He plays well. I like him. I like his. I don't think he's pro. I don't think he's pro ready, which I love about him. I think he is moldable, so I do really like him.
Yeah, agreed.
But
now the thing I will say, I'm going to say it again about the RB position. There are so many moving pieces coming up this offseason. Kenneth Walker's on a deal. Tyler Allgeier's on a deal. Breece Hall's on a deal. There's so many other people that are like on 1-year contracts. J.K. Dobbins is on a deal. So there's going to be a lot of moving pieces to this position. Alvin Kamara is on his way out. So Devin Neal could be a stud next year. Because I don't think Kendre Miller is coming back anytime soon. I think they're probably sick and tired of his bullshit.
He's just going to be a change of pace. That's it.
At the most, right? And then Estime, we thought he was going to get touches, and then he got out-touched by Taysom Hill.
Exactly. All right, let's move to wide receiver. This should go a little quicker.
This
Who
one
is
should
your
be easier.
number one wide receiver?
I think it's Puka.
It's our boy. It's Puka. It's got to be Puka.
He does it year in, year out. Now, he does struggle with injury, so that could hurt him a little bit. But if you take injury out of it, he's got to be like one of your top wide receivers off the board.
Well, even with injury, he's still one of the top wide receivers.
I also have to say, Devontae Adams there, it's tough not to put Chase right back where he was, just because it's Jamar Chase and he's a monster. He didn't have Burrow
even with injury. Puka, even with the injuries he did take, he was still.
But Jamar Chase didn't have Joe Burrow for most of the season, and he's still wide receiver 5. So he's definitely number 2 if he's not number 1.
Jamar Chase?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to Puka over Chase.
Okay. Well, we'll go Puka 1 just because Puka Nuka.
Puka Nuka.
But I'm putting Chase at 2, so that's 1 and 2, and there's no argument at 2.
So it's funny because you say that, and Jamar Chase finished, as of now, through 17, when we're filming this, he's at 4, behind Puka and Jigba, St. Brown. And Pickens is at 5, which is fucking crazy. But as far as touchdowns, Puka had 9, and JSN had 10.
Had 11.
Sun God had 11. Chase only had 7, but he also dealt with the bad quarterback play, which we're assuming Burrow's going to be back.
Right, so and Flacco did okay, but those couple games with Browning were just he might as well not even have been on the field.
I want to put Sun God at 3.
Oh, because Chase also missed a game. He didn't play a single snap against New England in Week 12.
Right. I want to put Sun God at 3. I'm on Ross St. Brown.
I'm going to put JSN above him, but
I was going to.
I don't think nothing's going to change there. Darnold's there. He's going to be Darnold.
You don't think people adapt and he has a fall off?
I don't think so, because you still have, I talked about Rashid Shaheed coming in and being Sam Darnold's deep threat. Sam Darnold is still one of the best deep ball throwers in the
Sam
NFL.
Darnold.
I missed a little bit on Rashid Shaheed. I didn't think it was going to take him as long as it did to get acclimated into the offense, but you watch his ass in the NFL playoffs, he's still a dude. He just basically helped them win that game where he returned the kick back and scored touchdown, helped them make that comeback.
I got a weird question for you, a guy you love. Where does Neighbors fall into this when he becomes healthy? Because this is where...
Is he ever going to be healthy? The dude's questionable every week.
I mean, Malik Neighbors, when he was week 1...
I think he scores over 20 fantasy points every time he steps on the football field. So I'm willing to put him at 4 or 5.
Do you think even with the injury, he's worth staying there?
I would say 5.
He's worth being early.
Where are we at? Are we at 3? We're at 4 right now, right?
We're at 5. I put
we're
Amon Ross St. Brian at
4. Yeah, I'm
You
with
can't
that.
not. You can't.
Yeah, I'm
not.
with that. Yeah. So right now we're going Puka, Chase Brown, or Jamar Chase. Sorry, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Amon Ross St.
Amon Ra.
Brown. Yeah, I'm willing
You
to
go
put Neighbors
at 5 because of the talent.
I'm willing to put Neighbors right there at 5.
It's a talent. I had him at 3. To be honest with you.
Well, if you had him at 3, then you're okay with him being at 5.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm okay with him at 5. I want to see where you were thinking.
Well, I own a lot of him, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, he battles injuries all the time. He gets banged up, but he doesn't ever miss the game.
Right, but he never got Jackson Dart.
That's true. Which
is why I think
we've never seen him with Jackson Dart,
and I'm willing to take that risk, thinking that he's up there. So, okay, where do you go next? Do you go Nico Collins? Because I think with another year of Jaden Higgins being better, I think it was a weird year for CJ Stroud. I still want to put Nico in my top 10. I just don't know how early to go on him.
He's definitely top 10.
And how far does CeeDee Lamb fall with Pickens being there?
With Pickens being there, I mean, he's got to be like 6, 7, 8, hell, even 9.
He finished the season below Pickens, but he did have an injury.
I was going to say, let me see how many weeks he missed. Because he was still a dude when he was on the field. He missed, what, 1? He got hurt in like the 3rd snap of the game against Chicago in week 3.
So he missed essentially the next 4 weeks.
Yeah, he basically missed 4 weeks, and he's still sitting at wide receiver 17. So, not that far off of what he was doing. He's still putting up.
When does Jettas come back into this? We're at Puka, Chase, JSN, Amon Ra, Neighbors. We got to go.
Listen, until they figure out what they're doing in Minnesota, losing Ben Johnson in that offense, they looked awful. 10? I'd be fair to put Jettas at 10.
Do we go Lamb at 6? Is that too early for Lamb at 6? Do we go Nico at 6?
I would go Nico at 6, Lamb at 7.
Nico at 6. Nico at 6.
Lamb at 7.
Lamb at 7.
So we're on the wide receiver
8.
Who hits on the 8th spot?
See, the problem with it, like, I love like the receivers in Tampa Bay, but there's so many damn mouths to feed. It makes it tough.
It does. No,
Drake London's been banged up all year. Do we bump him up to 9?
Again, that's another guy
8.
that doesn't like to stay healthy. I'm cool putting him there because when he's on the field, he performs.
Can we go Jetta at 8? No, too early.
No, Jetta's. Who knows? Maybe JJ just needs an off season to get it going.
I'm trying to think who I put above him at that point.
Outside of London, there's not a lot that you can put there, but
I got to go Jetta at 8.
All right, I'll give you Jetta at 8. But I'm going to give you a couple names. I want you to tell me if they're better or worse. AJ Brown.
Worse because of Hurts.
Even though JJ McCarthy? What? We brought quarterback into this, and you put Jettas at 8?
Well, I mean, they still have Goddard and Devonta Smith.
Okay, because AJ Brown is still wide receiver 9 on the season. Just letting you know that.
That is true. Do I put Brown above Jetta?
And then I'm going to bring in another name of Chris Olave.
I don't mind a healthy Chris Olave being in the top 10.
Outside of last year.
All right, I'll move Jetta down a little bit.
Because it took until last year where people were just like, you know what? I can't do it anymore. Until he proves it, I can't put him as one of the top receivers in the league. So that was last year's narrative, right? But before that, everybody was like, if we can just get this guy an offense, he's the most talented, one of the most talented wide receivers in the league.
Agreed. And I'll tell you what.
And he still
with
is.
Tyler Show, he's better.
With Shuck?
Shuck.
I think
whatever.
it's Shuck. I think it's Shuck.
Fuck, I'm putting him behind Lamb at 8.
You want to go that you want to go that high?
I'll put him above Jetta.
I think that's not a bad call.
Because with Shuck at quarterback, he likes him.
Shuck's been awesome. And if you think about it, if you get rid of Derek Carr and you go back and look at the games where Jameis Winston was the starter and liked to go to their number one wide receiver, he was awesome every time Jameis Winston was in the game. As soon as you put Derek Carr in there and he's like, oh, let's run this offense where I throw it to fucking everybody. He was terrible because Derek Carr was like, hey, I'm the guy and I'm going to throw it to whoever the fuck I want.
That's true.
Now you get Derek Carr fucking retired, thank God.
Thank God.
He's all of a sudden wide receiver 6 on the season.
No, they throw to him, and Tyler Show uses him like he should be used. He throws to him like he's the receiver
look at
he should
the
be.
concussion issue is a little bit of a concern, but we take that out of it. I think the man is right back to being one of the best wide receivers in the league.
I'll put him at 8.
Way too early. I think Chris Olave's back, and I think he's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL.
So then I got to put Jetta at 9. I can't take Jetta outside the top 10.
No, I agree. I was going to put him at 10, but
I'll put AJ Brown ahead of him.
I was going to go let's go AJ at 9 and Jetta's at 10.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. With some honorable mentions. Drake London's got to be close to an honorable mention.
Oh, he's absolutely.
It's tough to keep him outside of the top 10. But until Michael Penix tells me otherwise, I'm going to say, because I think he's going to have his up and down games. I don't think he's going to go for 20 every week like you're expecting your top 10 guys to do.
I gotta put next year. I gotta put London. I gotta put Tet. I gotta put Pickens again, and I gotta put probably. I think Flowers gets better.
Yeah. Flowers is wide receiver 12 right now. Sneaky. Yeah. Absolutely sneaky. I feel like he disappears some games.
And then I'd like to put Ladd there because Keenan Allen's going to dip off.
Somebody needs to tell me how Zay Flowers went for 0.6 points against Cincinnati this year.
Right.
At home.
Coaching.
Played 95% of the snaps.
All right. So wide receiver,
had
we got
7 targets. Caught 2 of them for 6 yards against Cincinnati. Like, that's why Zay Flowers is like one of those guys that just frustrates the fuck out of you because he's so talented. But like, what is that game? You're supposed to eat against that defense.
In a different offense, he could be ridiculous. All right, let's go. So wide receivers, we're going Puka, Chase, Jackson Smith, Amon-Ra, Neighbors, Nico, Lamb, Olave, AJ Brown, Jetta. Top 10. Honorable mention, London and Tet.
Yeah, the only one that seems out of place is Olave, but you mark our words, man. He's going to be a stud next year.
Let's move to tight ends. And number 1 is an obvious Trey McBride.
Yeah, it's not even close. Dude had 302 fantasy points and a half-point PPR.
All right, so number 2.
Next closest one is Kyle Pitts with 199.
Yeah,
That's
I can't
insane.
put him at number 2, though. I can't put him at
number 2. The positional
2,
advantage that Trey McBride gives you this season is Travis Kelce-esque. He might be a first-round pick next year.
Very well could be.
Depending on what they do at quarterback, because I can't imagine they stick with Jacoby Brissett.
You know, he did look damn good.
Somehow Travis Kelce came in at tight end 3 this year. Doesn't make any sense to me. How's that possible?
So, no, he is not making my top 10 for next year.
Is he coming back next year? That's
way the question. I'm going to say no, so he's out my top 10.
I'm probably going to put him in the top 10, just saying way too early he's going to come back.
Should we put him at 10?
We can put him at 10, yeah, if you want.
All right, who do you put it to? Do you put Brock Bowers? Do you put Tyler Warren?
Yeah, I'm putting Brock Bowers over Tyler Warren. He's one of the only options in Las Vegas right now. They got rid of Jacoby Myers, so it got even worse at wide receiver. So at best, he's going to have a rookie wide receiver that he has to compete with for targets.
Fair. Would you put Tyler Warren at 3 then?
No.
Who do you put at 3?
Who am I putting at 3?
Do we go Kyle Pitts? Do we think he turned the corner?
No, I still like George Kittle over everybody else.
Yeah, you know what? I forgot about that.
Because with no Purdy, Kittle missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games pretty much. Like he came back from injury against Atlanta, but he played a lot of the snaps, but they didn't send him out on routes. So that means he was still banged up and wasn't. He only had 2 targets.
About Kittle, but like.
And then once he came back, he started to like get back into the rhythm of things. And now once he started to get like super healthy, he only had 1 week outside of the top 10 as far as his finishing went.
I think we have witnessed Kyle Pitts turn the corner to be what he needs to be. I want to put him at 4.
I'm cool with it. I'm absolutely okay with that.
I feel like we have watched him be average and fail and perform below value for so long. I feel like we watched him the second half of this year turn the corner and be the dude we think he's going to be.
I agree. But at the same time, in your fantasy championship, after he went for 45.9 points, followed by 18.7, he gets you to your fantasy championship and goes 3.6. So he's still capable of disappearing.
Had an ungodly week.
Right. They only threw the ball 20 times. I get it. But I'm just saying the opportunity. Drake London's banged up. Like he was getting more targets because London wasn't there.
Do you think we should move him down?
Just got to dial the expectations back a little bit on Kyle Pitts. Don't let those couple of weeks blow him up in your mind and go early on him next year. For the love of God, don't do that to your fantasy team.
Who do you put above him? I'll move him down. I'm down to move him down because we got McBride, Bowers, Kittle.
Who do I put above him? Maybe a Harold Fannin.
Oh, I fucking love Harold Fannin. You want to put Fannin at 4?
I don't hate it. No, Tyler Warren's going at 4.
Tyler Warren at 4. I'll put Fannin at 5 and move Pitts down. I love Fannin.
Yeah, I would. That actually doesn't. I don't hate that at all. Tyler Warren at 4, Fannin at 5. Another year. I think Shador looks good. Dare I say? I think he likes throwing to Fannin, and Fannin is a beast.
Dude, Fannin pulled his groin while catching a touchdown to end his year. Like I know, I think he's great, and with Njoku being hurt, I don't know what they do in the offseason with him.
Yeah, I don't know if Njoku's
Harold
back
Fannin
next year.
is legit. And if you go back to our rookie things, dude, I had Fannin ranked high.
Yeah,
I like everything about him. So let's go Pitts at 6 then.
Yep.
I can't put him past that.
No, I'm not putting him. I'm cool with that.
So where do we go for 7? Do we go with consistency with a Dallas Goedert? Do we assume Kelsey's going to be back? Do we go Ferguson in Dallas?
Nope.
Who do you go at 7?
I'm going to go with a guy. Kind of came out of nowhere. Was almost made my list for free agent pickup in a Rondé Gadsden.
Do you think that I was almost made my top 5?
A rookie coming out. He's a rookie this season, and rookie tight ends normally don't put up these kind of numbers. And that dude looks awesome. So I might even be low on him, putting him at 7.
I thought about him in the top 5 for a little while, but
Agreed.
I'm like, does it really continue?
As a rookie tight end putting up those kind of numbers, I thought it was a fluke the first couple weeks when like all their wide receivers were hurt. McConkey's still doing whatever the fuck his white boy ass is doing.
He pisses me off.
But he just kept on putting up. So like I'm gonna go Gadsden. I think I'm putting him up there in the top 7.
All right, who goes at 8 then?
You know, I really want to put Theo Johnson there.
I want to too, but I'm worried with the neighbors if it just takes away from him.
Yeah, agreed. So I got to go Ferguson. Ferguson's been a beast.
Yeah.
Ferguson's
Fair.
got to make it there. We might be low on Ferguson, but again, with a healthy Lamb and Pickens, he just seems to disappear sometimes. But I can't go lower than that with him.
All right, so we need 2 more to round out the top 10. I mean, there's the Dalton Schultz.
No, I don't.
AJ
I'm not
Barner
a huge
in
fan
Seattle,
of Schultz.
Colston Loveland in Chicago, Goddard. No, you know who we're forgetting? And I'm sorry, I'm putting Tucker Kraft.
Oh yes, yeah. He got
honestly,
hurt. If he doesn't get hurt, he's probably
honestly,
a top 5 guy. Right?
I'd put him right behind Fan and move Pitts, Gaston, Ferguson down.
I'd be okay with that.
Take away the injury. I think we got to put Tucker Kraft close to top 5 because he was
okay
on
with
that pace.
I'm actually okay with that. Let me go look at him real quick.
Because before he got hurt, he was the guy.
What, oh shit! He got hurt back in week 9.
Yeah, and up until then
he was balling before that. Yeah. Absolutely do that. Yeah,
so we'll go.
That was bad on me. I can't even imagine. I can't believe I forgot about him.
We'll move Tucker Kraft to 6. Then we'll go Pitts, Gadsden, Ferguson. So number 10,
Travis
Kelce. Or Sam Laporta.
Oh shit! I forgot about Laporta. Oh my god!
I think Laporta's got a good. The only reason
he got hurt too, right?
Yeah, and the only reason I'm fine with him at 10 is because there's a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
Honorable mention. I mean, you got him. You got Freiermuth, Colby Parkinson, Kincaid, and Conquo. Like you got some Brenton Strange, Evan Ingram.
Oh, AJ Barner's been coming on down the stretch too.
But I like it. Okay, so this is the list as we have it right now: McBride, Bowers, Kittle, Warren, Fannin, Kraft, Pitts, Gadsden, Ferguson, Laporta. I'm okay with that as our top 10.
I actually really like it. With an honorable mention to Colston Loveland if Cole Kmet for some reason isn't there next year.
Let's just put here HM.
Hell, Cole Kmet even if DJ Moore isn't there next year.
True. I like it. This is a walk through it, wing through it, top 10 at each position. I'm fine with it.
And this is a way too early saying that Travis Kelce isn't going to play next year.
But this is a good way to talk through positions and let people know where we're at.
Yep. All right. So for kickers,
fuck them. It's Aubrey, Cam Little. That's it.
Really? No Jason Myers or Kaimi Fairbairn?
No. Aubrey is kicker numero uno.
Jason Myers has him by 13 fantasy points right now.
Cam Little kicks a 70-yard. Those two. That's it.
Cam Little is kicker's number 6 on the season.
We are not going to spend time on this podcast talking about kickers. All right. That's our rankings.
We're rather be golfing.
About an hour. Let's Puka Nuka this shit.
This is an hour?
Yeah.
What the fuck just happened?
We fumbled through some rankings because we didn't rank them before we got on the camera.
Oh,
that's
true.
The cool thing. We literally ranked them in front of everybody right now.
Yeah, we just built this shit. So people are gonna be like, holy fuck, an hour long video.
But we built this shitty.
But we discussed it as we went, and that actually makes for a better ranking because now you get to see how our minds work.
Fair. All right. Puka Nuka.
Puka Nuka. Mine's empty on the floor. I'm not going to go get it.
This bitch.